Hello and welcome back to the channel. As you can probably hear, it's pouring down with rain again outside. That's another good thing about having a polytunnel. You can be outside inside. Or is that inside outside? I don't know. It just means when the weather's bad you can still get on and do some gardening or whatever you want in here. Anyway, in today's video I thought I'd make an attempt at putting some sort of doorway in here to get rid of this zipped arrangement, which I'm not a fan of. So I've got some reclaimed timber and I'm going to fasten that in and make a door frame, put a lintel in, and then find an old door and put a door on. Let's get cracking. Well, I've got some of these old brackets here that I've reclaimed, and that will clip over the hoop like this one. Put a bolt in it, and then I'll drill the top of the timber. I'll bolt that timber onto the clamp at the top, or I'll leave it slack on the hoop so that I can move it from left to right to get the timber frame level. I've dug that post in about 18 inches, and I've also drilled through the concrete here. Put a bolt right through the concrete and through the timber to hold that door frame in place. The same on this side. But because this concrete sticks out here, I've screwed a piece of wood on for the door to hang off, just to take the gap up. And then when I get the door on, I'll put a lintel across here onto that one. And that should do. And rather miraculously, I've got a door here that's exactly the right size. So we'll get that screwed on. Right, that should hold that. With a bit of luck. Right, it's got to be better. Right, I'll fill these holes in now. Shovel this soil back in here. That should stop them moving anywhere. I can always put a bit of postcrete in these at a later date if I think they're going to move anywhere, but I don't think they will. I think it'll be okay, that. Can't see that going anywhere now. Right. Now for the scary part. Nothing I've done so far can't be undone. But once I cut this polythene, we can't undo that. So you've got to get this bit right. The rest of it doesn't matter. We can always take this out if we don't want it. But as soon as I cut the plastic, there's no going back. It's quite simple to do. There's only one really crucial part, and that is where you've got a corner, like here, you must cut your polythene at 45 degrees. Don't cut it across the top, don't cut it down here, but you've got to put it at 45 degrees in from either side, and that'll leave a flap here that I can fasten with a bit of timber onto there. And then these flaps I can roll around the timber and fasten onto the sides. I hope that makes sense. You'll see anyway if I get it right. It'll be easier to show you than to explain. So here goes. Right, that's it, point of no return. Right, so this bit here, I can just simply roll it around that lat and fasten it onto there, and screw it onto there. That'll hold that. Right, I hope you can see what I'm doing. Bit awkward to film, but I want a little bit of tension on here. So I'm going to just wrap the polythene around the lat and then just get it to the right length. And then I'm going to put the lat on the edge of the lintel like that and roll it round. I don't know whether you can see that this polythene is stretching now. So we're getting a bit of tension on there. And that should do. That should hold that. I don't know whether I dare put any more on. But if I put these on with screws, then I can come back in the warm weather and re-tighten these. We'll do it like this for now. Right, I'll just put one screw in for now because I want to do these sides, do the same process with the sides. You'll see that there's a bit of polythene missing here. Well, that doesn't matter because on the outside it goes right to the top. And you might want to get somebody to give you a hand doing this bit. You might be able to guess that I have done this before. Same process. Up and down a couple of times. Get the lat in square the way we want it. It's just right at the top, it's a little bit slack at the bottom. Just do a little bit more at the bottom. Don't try and follow the lines on here because that'll make no sense. Needs to be square to your door frame. It's not too bad. I'll pin that on for now. You can always take it off and re-tension it. Looks okay. Same at the other side now. It's the same, a bit more on the bottom. Right, try that. This polythene will go slack when it gets the sun on it, so like I said, we can always come back and redo these. The only thing we can't do is put the doorway back in. Right, I think that looks pretty good. Right, I'll show you what to do with this bottom piece now. The lat only comes down to there, so we've got this bottom piece that's loose. So I'm just going to put a short piece in there. So what I'll do is find the bottom of the lat, cut the polythene, just be careful you don't come round right around this side. Help if I had a sharp blade in this knife, but never mind. Right, so I have a little flap there now. And I'll just do the same thing with that. Get a little piece of wood in, roll it round. It might take a couple of goes to get it to the right length. Just take your time with it. A little bit of tension on there. I don't need too much because I've already got tension on here. Just slacken it off a little bit. Right, that should do. There we go, fasten that on now. Right, I'll show you what it looks like from the outside. Right, that's the outside. That's very neat. A couple of little wrinkles in there, but I'm not too bothered about that. Like I said, we can always come back and redo them. And eventually, in this bottom bit, I'll put a base rail across and fasten this polythene down. Then I hope to take that bit of wall out and move it back to the edge of the tunnel into here one day, but that won't be any time soon. Right, let's get this other side finished and then I can hang the door. Just do the same thing on this side. Find the bottom of the lat, cut the polythene, and put a short piece in. Right, same process as the other side. Put the lat, roll it round. A little bit more on the top. Pop a screw in. Ooh. That's it. Right, just got to hang the door now, we can call that done. I've got it chocked up at the bottom, roughly where I want it. That's a common screw, that one. I think we'll throw that in a bin, get some proper ones. Right, let's chock the front up. I'll try that, see what it's like. Pop a couple of screws in to try it. Needs a better screw in the top. Try that one. Take that one out. Throw it in the bin. I think that'll do. Not bothered about a gap there. It's only a polytunnel. Not building the Taj Mahal. And I don't need this handle to work because I'll just put a bolt on the outside. Maybe pop one on the inside as well. Yeah. Pleased with that. Let's get it all screwed up now. Put some more screws in here. And that should do. Right, that's it all screwed up now, and that's what it looks like from the inside. Let's have a look from the outside. I don't think that's too bad. A little bit of gap down there, but I'm not bothered about that. It's a polytunnel, like I said. And I'll just drill a hole through here, fasten a bolt to the door. That should do. Yeah. Not a bad weekend's work. In between showers. I've still got to finish the bottoms off there. That's going to require a bit more work to get this wall out and move it back a bit. So that'll just be a project over the summer, I think. In between bouts of learning how to garden and mowing the lawn. A couple of little wrinkles in, but I'm not bothered about that. We can always retighten it in the summer. Right, well I think we'll call it a day. It's after 7 o'clock in the evening and I've got an appointment with a chicken curry, so that's it for this video. If you like what you see, give it a thumbs up and I'll see you in the next one.